it was different for our generation, no? Because we look to the record stores, to the music and that, and we have that magic. And now it's very easy. A lot of things. It's good in a certain mode, but in another, I think the kids need to be more like rebellious, more riot, have this energy, this fire inside.
Rob Ruckus,
Nick Collins,
Kate Clover,
Keith Semple,
Isaiah Mitchell,
Billy Harvey,
Tim Howard. Check it out, Almost Famous Magazine.
Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hang right here on Almost Famous Magazine. I'm your host, Scott Saldinger. Thank you so much for joining us. The Hang is where we get to know musicians from around the world, learning their stories and getting to know them beyond just their music. If you're new to the channel, please ring the bell, subscribe, share this with your friends. Your support means the world to us and the guests that we have on. Also, if you've been with us before and you haven't shared this with your friends, what are you waiting for? One last thing. If you like to take your podcast on the go, you can do that now. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more, we've got you covered. So today on The Hang, as part of our Dollfest 2026 coverage, I'm super excited. We are going to hang with Taty from Riot Fueled. We're going to take a Riot Fueled. It's been a long day. We're going to take a Riot Fueled ride with her band, Bloody Benders. They're the Mexican City horror punk powerhouse whose electrifying blend of raw punk attitude and macabre visual aesthetic has carved them a fierce niche in the global underground scene. With an arsenal of blistering tracks and theatrical live shows inspired by B-movie horror and unfiltered rebellion, they've turned punk into this visceral experience that refuses to conform. You've got to see them live, and we're going to talk about that as well. We're going to also dive into their latest work, the album 13, and explore how they channel their spirit of punk. Plus, we're going to talk about their upcoming performance at Dollfest 2026 in Mexico City. So, Taty, welcome to The Hang. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, Scott. Good to see you too. And I'm very happy to be here in this space and talking about my band, Bloody Benders.
I'm excited. I was listening to them just today. You guys are amazing. And because you're on the kind of the macabre side and horror side, I have a friend in Las Vegas who loves horror movies. I'm going to make sure he watches this episode for sure. And then listens to your music. I'm excited to talk about Dollfest, but before we do that, I want everybody to learn about your musical story. How did your relationship with music begin? Did you find music, or did music find you, and how did it get to where you are today?
Well, I think music found me since I was in my mother's vientre, in my mother's belly. I don't know how it's said in English. But my parents listen a lot of music, and my mother all the time listened David Bowie. So when I born, I was listening already David Bowie, and it was for me amazing because I see this strange creator that have this, I don't know. David Bowie called himself an outsider, and I was identified with that since I was little. So everywhere I go, there was music for me. And then I find punk music and punk philosophy, that you are yourself, and this thing that it's do it yourself also, it's amazing, and it's very important for me and my life. So I was like with all this music, and I was with my sister is bassist, and we were like growing, seeing these videos from Kiss, Alice Cooper, and all that music. But one day we see at, I think it was MTV, to White Zombie. We watch on the TV that there was a girl that is playing the bass, and her bass, was coughing, and it was like wow. And so we decided to make a band, and this band is Bloody Benders. an all-female band that have these things about horror music that we love. We watch horror movies with our dad since we were like very little, and with this riot thing about the punk that also in you can be so combative, you can speak and raise your fist, especially in our country that we have a lot of social problems, and especially these difficult times for the women. So I think the music is a great plataforma to speak about all these problems, and especially with the punk, that when you are in this genre that is punk, you 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 will not be politely, you will be aggressive, and that's good. We need that. So that's how the music find me, and I'm very happy because with the music I found a lot of good friends, and I know places, amazing places. Sorry, with the music we went to another countries, to another states, and it's amazing. It's beautiful.
That's great. That's a great story. Tell me, because they're not here with us today, tell us all about the other members of the band. Tell us a little bit about who they are, their instrument, and what they love about being part of it.
Yeah, there is Mariela is in the drums, and she used to have this ska band, and she's into the Jamaican music and reggae music, and she studied international relationship. I don't know if it's good in English, the title, but she studied these studies about the international trades and that. And her final work at the university, it was about Jamaican music. So it's amazing that we have this girl in the band, because she is like the slow down at the band, because we are like very aggressive and quick, and and she put this down and this rhythm, and her su personalidad is like that. Her personality is like that, like very, very quiet, very, very tranquila. And then is Andrea, that is the metalhead of the band. She plays the guitar. She's the youngest at the band, and she's like, it's have this metalhead personality that I'm very rude and that. And she's an amazing guitarist. She went to I am remember the. It's a very important school of music, USA. She went to Berkeley.
Berkeley.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. She studied there, so she's like she's very young. She's a prodigious. Es una niña prodigiosa. And then is Fomi, that is the other guitar, and she's like this punk rocker girl that have this is so funny, and she's like the girl that put a lot of colors in Bloody Benders, because she is a rainbow. And then is Pishy. Pishy is the bassist, and she's a great bassist. She's is a very good friend, and it's so gentle with I don't know, it's good. She's so kind with all the people, and it's amazing. She had a great rhyme also. And we are Bloody Benders. We have this family. We always talk about that Bloody Benders is not the members that we are there. It's like a monster that have life, and it's growing and growing and growing, and it is growing because we put this energy in that monster. So it's beautiful. We have a lot of good experience this 2025 year, and to the 2026 we will have also amazing plans.
That's fabulous. That's fabulous. What is, I mean, obviously there's a secret sauce. There's something super special to the combination of everyone, right? And you've got this new album out, album 13. How did everybody contribute? Did you all write together? Does one person bring the songs and people just write their own parts? What's the way that you all work together to create this amazing sound that you have?
Usually, for me and I, Andrea also, we used to like to make the how it say, like the base of the composition. Some letters are mine, other are from Fomi, and then we work all together by to make the music of this. Um, it works like I have an idea, for example, and then I said, I imagine a song that is gonna be fast and furious, and it's gonna talk about vampires, and then the other girls, okay, this I think this riff could work, and then the drummer puts, let's put this, and we build together.
Yeah, well, that's great. It's good to know that you all work together as a team to put that sound together. You kind of hit on something a minute ago about, you know, women in your country, and I'm curious, as a band of women and the empowerment that you get from being on stage, what is there a message you're trying to give to other young women through your music to help them rise up and take their place, right? Stand on their own 2 feet. What kind of message are you sending out there?
Yeah, totally. We want that the young girls and all the kids. I think these new generations are like always like engaged with the social media and the mobile and doesn't it's different. How it says. It was different for our generation, no? Because we look to the record stores, to the music and that, and we have that magic. And now it's very easy. A lot of things. It's good in a certain mode, but in another, I think the kids need to be more like rebellious, more riot, have this energy, this fire inside. So my bandmates have this school. It's about music, and they enseñan. They yeah, they have these kids that are like learning guitar, bass, drums, and it's beautiful because you see kids from 6 years to 18 years that are like working in her own music, in their own music. Sorry, and I don't know, when I saw in the audience a girl that it's, I don't know, a little girl like 5-6 years, like with this energy and singing our songs, and I put very very happy, because that's what we want. We want that all this energy that we have, that the kids also can have this energy. And by another side, we have this song about all the problems that we have in Mexico with all the, I don't know if it's good the word in English, but it's feminicide, that it's this homicide that exists against women here in Mexico. Unfortunately, we have a lot of violence. And we have this song that it's called Por las que ya no están. It means all the how it is saying in English. Por las que ya no están is like all the people that it doesn't exist now, but it's like a shout against the government. Is a shout to maintain this unity between all the people, all the Mexican people, el pueblo, to raise the voice against this violence and to protect each other about against this violence, and to remember all the people that have been dead in these horrible circumstances. And we make this song to say we are here, we are still raising the voice for all you people. We sadly we have some personal how it say situations, personal situations of this violence. So we have lost people that we love with this violence, so it was very important for us to make this song. And it's kind of sad, but also beautiful inside this sadness, that sometimes there's people that come and give us a hug and say thank you for your song, because I feel this song because I lost my girlfriend in this situation, and you singing this song and you speaking these words, you are like giving us hope, no? So here in Mexico we have this group that it's Las Madres Buscadoras, that it's mothers and fathers, parents that are still looking for their how would say it's their sons and daughters that are disappear, and they're like looking. Sometimes these are they are like desapareciendo because of the narco and that violence. So it was like also this song is for them, that they are still in the fight looking for their children. So we have this part that it's a part like very social, but in other part we have this fun part that the monsters and these Halloween themes, and the kids love that. They love to see with this zombie characterized as zombie, and like with the vampires, and we love bats. I am biologist and I study bats. I work with bats, so the bats are very and have a lot of presence in the band. So the kids like that. So we have this both participation of the audience, and it's beautiful, and especially of the young people.
That's great. I love that message. I love that message for sure. I've just got to know your band today, and the chances are people watching us right now aren't very familiar with you, right? I'm always curious, and every album and every artist that has numerous songs out, yes, you put out a single here or there, but are there one or two songs that if I had no idea who you were, and these were the first one or two songs that I could ever play to listen to, right? Which two are you think give me the best first impression of who the band is and what I can expect from the rest of your songs? Kind of like an appetizer of a meal.
I think The Witch, because we in that song we mix all these things that we love, like the movies, the horror movies, and the comics, and it talk about this girl power, about a girl that is different from other girls. And we have this inspiration from Carrie, the Stephen King book. And it's like it's a song that it's not so fast, and it's more like a little bit dark song. um, and it have this thing that it's our dark side, for example. But the other song instead is I Am the Riot, that it's aggressive, punk, fast song that have this also girl power, that we are the riot, you are the riot, I am the riot, that we need this power, this power to the people, and be yourself. So that's the message of Bloody Vendors. For in one side, it's this dark side that we have, and it's beautiful, and it's being yourself, and it's no how I was telling you, this David Bowie inspiration, that we are the outsiders, we are different of the social establishment. But by other side, we can be like very powerful. We can raise the voice. We can be like very powerful with a lot of energy and that. So I am the riot and the witch.
Fabulous. And for everyone watching, down below, there's links so you can purchase their music and support the band. So you've got to pick up their new album 13. You mentioned David Bowie. Who are some of your other influences, both on the music side and maybe on the horror movie side as well? Who are some artists that have really influenced you?
The music, I think The Dam is one of my favorite bands, because they mix this thing that we also want to do, that it's this dark and kind of gothic aesthetic and that. And the other side, it's like the punk and furious inspiration. Also, for this new album, we are like very engaged with Frankenstein and Mary Shelley's. She was a real Riot Grrrl in her time. And also this new movie from Guillermo del Toro, that it's Mexican, that we admire a lot, because all the things that he make, and all the horror movies that have this beautiful thing in the monsters. So that's inspiration for this new album and for the last album. And I think obviously Kathleen Hanna and the Riot Grrrl movement, it's also an inspiration for me, because I love that they were like saying, we are the musicians, we are not the girlfriends of the musicians, we are the musicians, and we have this speech and this power and the fanzines, and that for me, when I was very young, that was a lot of inspiration. Also the Addicts and the aesthetic that they have, and we have the honor and the pleasure to play with them this year. And they're amazing people, very, very kind and very sweet, and we were like very happy to play with one of our favorite bands. And that I was when I was a little girl, I hear a lot of Addicts, The Dam, Alice Cooper, and all these people that characterize that have this that it's I don't know how it describe, but it's have this dark energy, but also have a lot of fire inside. So I think there are my inspirations. Also, in my nerd and scientist side, it's Jane Goodall, Julieta Fierro, that was an amazing scientist, amazing physicist, physic. I don't know how to say it, but they were a lot of inspiration for me. These girls that are in the science and in the woods, in the jungle, and like working with animals, with science, and Batman. And I think that's my inspiration.
That's fabulous. I actually I got to see the Addicts at Punk Rock Bowling this year, and
Oh,
they truly. I understand what you're talking about. Great performance,
yeah,
great
it was
energy, and
amazing.
good theatrics, for sure.
Yeah.
So, so let's talk about your performance at Dollfest. How did that happen? What's the story, and what are you most looking forward to at the festival?
I am very excited with that. A friend introduced me Maria, that it's the organizer of this Doll Fest, or one of the organizers, and she's amazing. We have a lot of talk, and well, we have a lot of chats because we already know. No nos hemos conocido, but I think. How it said, yeah, we talk a lot of, and it's, for me, it's a good friend that I haven't know in person, but we talk a lot, and I feel like this friendship, it was a friend from years, but so she told me, I have here in Mexico City, I have this punk rock venue that it's a big venue. It have two stages. We have a lot of local commerce with alternative clothes, tattoos, record store, and she asked for this place, and to and asked for some of the Mexican Riot Grrrl scene. So we were talking about that, and it happened. She wanted to make this Doll Fest not only in USA, in another countries also. So it's gonna be happen on March here in Mexico, and we are very, very excited about that. In the lineup, there's a lot of genres and movements also: rap, ska music, surf music, punk music. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm very, very happy that I meet Maria, also know us of this work together in the festival, but as a friend.
No, that's great. I mean, I'm hoping to get there. I can't promise anything. I'm
Oh,
envious
you should.
because you're gonna get to see some bands. Is there anyone on the lineup that you're really looking forward to seeing?
I love the Alice Bach. It's also a good friend, and always her performance is inspiring for me. It's inspirador. She's amazing, and she had this energy. Also, Descartes Acant is one of my favorite bands ever. It's they are so talented musicians, and they are so nice people. They're very kind. They're like, have this it's good, the word humble, like humildad, that they are like very, very, very nice people. And also, well, the other bands are amazing, are very cool, like the Centellas, that they are good friends. So I think all the lineup, it's amazing. Maria Advertencia have a lot of this feminist movement in the rap, and it's amazing because the rap is very difficult for the girls here in Mexico.
Yeah, I can imagine. Now, I have a couple of curveball questions for you, and I always like to surprise people with. But it's really, I'm be pretty interesting to hear your answer to this. we all have dreams in our lives. And I know there are people that, like, you know, you'd love to maybe work with one day, right? Is there one person at the very top of your dream list that if you could spend a day being creative with them in a studio, whether it's music, maybe it's just art, maybe it's an opportunity for you to learn something from them, who would that person be, and why is that your top person?
I think it's difficult because I have a lot of people that I wish I can work with them, but I think Alice Cooper, because he, since I was a kid, was an inspiration, and it shocked me with his performance and the letters and all these things that he worked in the this psychiatric hospital that he used to be there, and I don't know, it's an amazing, for me, musician. I think he have a lot of experience in all these decades of music and all these years that are passing. So I think, yeah, Alice Cooper.
You know what? We've now put that out in the world. So everybody watching us, if you know Alice Cooper, if you know someone connected to Alice Cooper, do Taty a huge favor and send him this episode, and let's make something happen for her, because that would be a dream come true. I think that would be wonderful. As we kind of get to wrapping up, we're big believers in supporting our artists and supporting music and art in general. And art isn't necessarily something that you should just rent for $5 a month. We know where people do that, right? So down below are going to be links to your Bandcamp, to wherever you can purchase Bloody Bender's music. Support them, buy tickets to shows, buy some merch, buy their music, tell friends about them, talk to your friends about the band. So with that, Taty, I'm also interested in who do you listen to? Who are 2 or 3 artists that you listen to when you're not making your own music? Maybe you're at the gym on a walk. Maybe you're just relaxing, and there's a couple of other artists that if we were sitting here, right, maybe just having a beer or a drink, and we're getting to know each other, and you're like, Scott, I love this music so much, you should listen to it. Who would a few of those be? And why do you love them so much?
I have a lot of I'm always listening music, but I'm gonna talk about this how to say, like, new artist or emergent artist that for example is this Culto de lo Oculto, that it's a Mexican synth wave and gothic band that I love. It's an amazing band. Then it's La Otra Gente, that is punk music, and it's they have this front girl that it's very aggressive and very cool. Also, there is in my metalhead side, it's Blasphemy Rights, that it's a death metal Mexican band that it's super cool and have very talented musicians.
You know what? You just taught me about 3 new artists that I have to look up. And if you're watching this, you should too, right? Because I think it's always important that we support all musicians, and we can learn about Taty through who she listens to as well. So maybe when you're listening to Bloody Benders, you may just hear a little influence from one of those other artists. You just never know. Taty, this has been a fabulous opportunity to get to know you. I am going to try my hardest to get down to Mexico City to see you perform. But if not, I'm going to keep an eye on y'all. And if you ever come up to the States or we're in the same place, I will promise you I will be there for the show. You have my word.
Thank you so much. I am very happy to talk with you, and thank you for this place that we can put our music and experience here. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. It's been great getting to know you. Everybody, if you don't have your tickets yet for Dollfest, whether it's you're in Mexico and you go to the Mexico City show or the California show, either one, not to miss experiences, a great investment for your money and a great way to support female fronted musicians and artists and support this community. So go and buy your tickets. There'll be a link for that below as well. Taty, I appreciate you joining me. Everyone, this was a great opportunity to get to know her. Come back for our next episode. You never know who we're going to meet next. And the most important thing is, until then, be kind, loving, and caring and supportive of one another. We all need it more than ever nowadays. So please be good to one another. Taty, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much, Scott. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Till the next time. See you soon.